Hugo W. Morales is a prolific and celebrated Ecuadorian-American contemporary artist. He has created and exhibited a vast body of work on various themes over the past 35 years. Hugo's work has been displayed at many prestigious museums and galleries, including the William V. Musto Gallery and Museum, Newark Museum of Art, Monmouth Museum, Human Rights Institute Gallery of Keene University, Universidad Inca Garcilaso de la Vega in Lima, Peru, Harold B. Lemmerman Gallery of New Jersey, Performing Arts Center Gallery, Robert Wood Johnson Gallery, Sumay Multidisciplinary Art Center, and the Nabisco Craft Gallery. His graphic designs and photographs have appeared in numerous educational journals, books, and commercial publications. Hugo Morales was born in Guayaquil, Ecuador, to Barbara and Hugo Morales Sr. He is the middle child of two siblings, Gina Morales and Maritza Morales. Since a very young age, Hugo was interested in the arts, visual, performing, and music. Hugo received his education in Union City, attending Robert Waters Grammar School and Emerson High School. He later attended Jersey City State College, now known as New Jersey City University, or by its acronym, NJCU. In his youth, he hung around 22nd Street in Union City. His love of music led him to become a DJ. Mrs. Pfeiffer from Emerson High School exposed him to the performing arts, and on Wednesdays, Hugo would cut class and go across the river to New York City to attend the matinee Broadway musicals at a student's discount, all the while still trying to be a cool kid back in Union City. Trying to break what he describes as a cycle, he went on to pursue higher education by enrolling in Jersey City State College, confident that he was blessed with a gift to express his experiences through art, and as a freshman he declared his major, Bachelor in Fine Arts with a Marketing Design and Communications concentration, and eventually a Master's in Arts Education.
Growing up in Union City, I saw a lot of this immigration issues and discrimination issues. I saw a lot of these things that was going on, and going to local high school, Emerson High School to be exact, I saw a lot of parents getting up, being waiting for the bus way before we were on our way to school, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and I somehow wanted to break the cycle, and I pursued a higher ed and had my major in fine arts as well as graphic design and marketing.
Hugo Morales is part of the Neo-Latino art movement, which was founded in 2002 and encompasses 21st century Hispanic artists who are challenging outmoded 20th century aesthetic values by radically questioning the validity of obsolete Latin stereotypes. The group has exhibited extensively throughout the New York metropolitan area and has garnered critical attention and acclaim for its innovative art. Honored by the County of Hudson for his work as an artist, civic leader, and promoter of Latin American cultures, Mr. Morales has also been the recipient of the Equinox Gold Medal from La Casa de la Cultura Ecuatoriana, New Jersey, the Ecuadorian American Chamber of Commerce, and the City of Union City for his paintings and contributions to the arts. He has exhibited at the Consul General of Ecuador of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and his graphic designs have been recognized by the Association of Graphic Communication. As an active member of the Council of Hispanic Affairs for more than 2 decades, he has coordinated many cultural events, including the annual Festival de los Andes, and has curated art exhibits of works that range from the pre-Columbian to the contemporary period. Mr. Morales is also a proud Rotarian.
I've known Hugo Morales for many years. We both grew up in Union City. He went to Emerson High School and I went to Union Hill High School. Hugo's always been a Class A guy, very talented, very humble, a really, really good guy. And it doesn't surprise me that his art is so insightful and so intellectual, for lack of a better word, where he addresses certain topics that are common, of things that are happening in society right now. Silent Scream, this wonderful collective that he's doing, is an example of that incredible work, that exposes people's feelings, people's inner scream, and puts it on a canvas for everyone to enjoy. And I particularly love the fact that he does not name his paintings, because it doesn't give us what we have to find in a painting. We have to find it ourselves. And I'm so happy that Hugo is doing this incredible art show here in the William V. Musto Cultural Center, Union City Museum of Art, in our great city, Union City, New Jersey.
Hugo Morales, author of this exhibit, entitled Silent Scream with Desperation Meets Hope. This particular body of work depicts the human condition in a state of despair. It's a reflection of what's currently going on in the country, worldwide. It's basically dealing with such themes as discrimination, immigration, sexual harassment, lack of leadership within the United States and in other parts of the world. I used an abstract expressionist style to express these emotions that are hard to otherwise put into words. The fact that I splatter the paint, there are very wide brushstrokes as well as drips, kind of like depicts what we're going through, that we don't really know which way to go, there's no direction, there's a lot of despair going on. So that's what I try to get across in this style, as I mentioned before, of abstract expressionism. I used references of such as Yasmin, Kunin, and other artists who have used this style before in the 50s to try to get the message out.
In his most recent additions to his ongoing highly emotive and expressionistic silent scream series titled Where Depression Meets Hope, Hugo depicts splendid-filled portraits of 21st century humanity caught in the throes of emerging worldwide forms of heartless tyranny, undemocratic cruelty, and bigoted despotism. Consistent with his art historic silent scream series, his new images display Morales' penchant for courageous textural virtuosity.
Let's take this particular work, for instance. The palette that I have chosen, it somewhat complements each other. It's got earth tones and kind of puts, like it's again, I mentioned before about discrimination part, and that I see and feel that is basically towards a particular ethnic background. And you can see it has a lot of earth tones. It's got browns, it's got beige. So it kind of puts a tone into what it is that I'm trying to address. So the palette has a lot to do with bringing these issues out. The strokes, they're very furious. They're somewhat, like it's controlled chaos, you could say. And, somehow being manipulated by the media, the administration, politics in general. And in other words, it's that, basically controlled chaos, because as far as the people, we still don't know which way we're headed, where we're going. And it kind of, puts you in that state of despair.
Hugo presents powerful visual images, which insightfully juxtapose overwhelming and painful anguish amid faint glimmers of hope. Thus, Hugo's Where Depression Meets Hope examines a range of sensitive 21st century social-political topics, such as the current U.S. immigration crisis with its harsh zero-tolerance policy, and the swarm of U.S.-sanctioned ICE detention of children and families. In addition, the recent rise of ethno-racist discrimination, marked by America's recent unexpected betrayal of the Dreamers, or the botched response to the Caribbean hurricane relief, plus the escalation of the Me Too movement with its fervent exposure of the sexual assault as a major crime. In terms of Hugo's art, all of these raw and painful 21st century social-political topics distort the features, countenances, and visages of Hugo's faces, revealing anguished, tortured, and distressful agony. As Hugo states, my intention within my current extension of my series, Silent Screams, Where Desperation Meets Hope, is to paint vivid images of grotesque beauty, which I hope will help us understand the nature of human suffering, a suffering that is perhaps self-inflicted. Throughout this series, Hugo's concerns revolve around heavily distorted features that are abstracted into frightful masks, often alluding to pre-Columbian Andean burial masks and mummies. These masked faces evoke and express the human spirit, suffering in states of painful degradation and despair. Hugo's work relies on a highly emotive, abstract, expressionistic vocabulary. Visible in each painting's background are large virtuoso brushstrokes with random splatters of paint, representing revitalized gestural forms of action painting, which help to agitate and invigorate the image with emotion. The semi-closed eyes of the figures prove that they are still alive, struggling with their anguish, pain, and sorrow.